That's an easy one. Give me a sec to look it up. Vic had a legal prescription for the medication, strictly kosher. No current address for Dwan in the system. No vehicle registered in his name, either. I'll let the boys know Mr. Dwan is a person of interest, but he may well have split if he's involved. Once you got enough evidence, I'll hit up a judge.
It varies according to the brand. Typically, I wear a woman's size 8.
Mrs. Bandery, may we take your slippers for comparison purposes? We found a footprint on the stairs, and if it's not yours, might belong to an intruder.
You know I will do anything in my power to find the demon responsible.
You'll want a different tool for that. This doesn't look like anything from inside the house.
Such a thought is unthinkable. Prayut was a shining star in the Indian community, well-liked by his peers, adored by his patients. He leaves a terrible void. I cannot be sure. Prayut usually locks up before going to bed, but as I say, he was especially tired. Perhaps he forgot. Adarsh was my husband's junior partner at the medical practice. Very fond of him, Prayut was. Adarsh's parents were old family friends of Prayut's in India. Prayut sponsored his visa so he could come here and work.
Where is Mr. Dewan now? We have no address on him.
Odd as it may seem, neither do I. Mr. Dewan was in the process of finding a home. I believe he was living temporarily with friends, but I'm afraid I don't know where. I believe my husband mentioned Adarsh had purchased a truck. I don't remember any special model or, what is the word, make of the vehicle, and of course I have not seen it for myself. I can't think of anything I haven't told you already.
Once you got enough evidence, I'll hit up a judge.
I've got nothing new to report on the Vic.
Asphalt. Sticky bun fresh, too. Bandereets are in a new housing development, newly paved roads, so there's the source. Asphalt's on top of the blood stain, meaning the slipper picked it up after stepping in blood. Can't rule out the missus. Not just yet. She cops to being in the house all along. Not only that, a blind person knows his or her house better than a sighted occupant.
Once you got enough evidence, I'll hit up a judge.
I don't believe that I... Let me think. It was such a confusing evening. I'm sorry. Yes. Yes, perhaps I did step outside.
Mrs. Banderit, fresh asphalt on your slippers indicates you wore them outdoors. Isn't that a little unusual?
In the cold light of reason, yes. But I was caught in the throes of panic, thinking an intruder might be in the house. I ran outside on impulse without any sense of my bearings. I did manage to find my way back home, and after several minutes, listening, felt I could risk going back and phone for help. I'm sorry I did not remember this sooner.
That's all right. But my partner and I will need to have a look around, outside.
I can't think of anything I haven't told you already.
Somebody was in too much of a hurry to use their eyes backing out. Broken taillight, a fresh tread. Car backed up, bumped into the dumpster, then went up and over the curb and sped away. Mrs. Banderit says she went outside, and these droplets are consistent with what she told us. Make that what she finally told us.
I can't think of anything I haven't told you already.
Excellent. There's our make and model.
Looks like the two of you are off to a good start. Learning anything from your partner?
We're too busy actually investigating a case to figure out which one of us you are referring to. So, to fill you in, we've discovered a print belonging to the former eye doctor's business partner on the murder weapon. According to the wife, he drives a truck, and we found a tire tread at the scene, along with broken taillight fragments.
So you have a suspect, and a reasonable description of his vehicle. Have you hit up Brass for an APB yet?
We were just on our way over there.
Tell you what, since you two are doing such a fantastic job with the evidence, why don't you keep at it? I'll talk to Brass and have him call you when he gets a hit on your missing vehicle.
There's more we should do with that item before we can process it. There's more we should do with that item before we can process it. There's more we should do with that item before we can process it. There's more we should do with that item before we can process it. There's more we should do with that item before we can process it. There's more we should do with that item before we can process it.